is Wulandri and I'm from class 2024D. This video is created as a final project for ICT in ELT. In this learning video, I will explain simple past tense. I hope this video can help you understand the material easily and clearly. Let's start our lesson. Before explaining the material, I would like to explain how I create this learning video. First, I prepare the material about simple past tense by organizing the definition, formulas, and example with the help of ChatGPT. How to use ChatGPT? So I will like to explain how to use that. The first, I open browser on my smartphone, like Google. Then I type link chatgpt.com and then in the search bar and press enter. After the website opens, I click sign up. So here I type my questions or learning topic in the chat box. I explain simple past tense with definition, formulas, and example. So that's all. This is easy how to use ChatGPT. I would like to explain how I made slide by Gamma. I open a browser on my smartphone like Google, then I type Gamma in the search bar and press enter. After the website opens, I click sign up. If you don't have an account, I just sign up and register using my Google account or email. After logging in, I enter main page of Gamma AI. Here I click create new, then select presentation. Next, I choose generate with AI to create slides automatically. And then next, I choose generate with AI to create slides automatically. I enter the presentation topic I want. I choose the language and numbers of slides and click generate. So your PPT is already. Is it right? After the slides are finished, I record the learning video using my smartphone. Then I edit the video by adding text and improving the audio quality using CapCut. Finally, after finishing the video, I upload it to YouTube as an online learning platform. This process shows how technology can support teaching and learning activities. In creating this learning video, I use several technologies. The first, I use a smartphone to record the video and audio. The second, I use Gamma to create learning materials and presentation slides. The third, I use CapCut to edit the video, such as cutting clips and adding text. I also use Google to search for learning reference. In addition, I use ChatGPT as an AI assistant to help organize the material and examples. And then lastly, I use YouTube as a reference for video editing tutorials and as a platform to upload and share the learning video. These technologies help me create an effective learning video. Today, we are going to learn about simple past tense. After watching this video, students are expected to the first, understand the definition of simple past tense. The second, know the formula of simple past tense. The third, be able to make positive, negative, and interrogative sentence. And last, use simple past tense correctly in daily sentence. So guys, let's start the material of simple past tense. So the first slide is talk about what is the simple past tense. The simple past tense is a verb tense used to talk about things that happened or existed before now. These actions or states are completed in the past and have no direct connection to the present. It's a fundamental aspect of English grammar essential for recounting stories, describing historical events, and discussing completed actions. So, in simple words, we use the simple past tense when something already happened and finished in the past. We move to regular verbs adding ed. So, for most verbs forming the simple past is straightforward. Just add ed to the base form of the verb. For example, work becomes walk. The second, play becomes played. And then watch becomes what. So guys, there are some spelling rules to keep in mind, such as doubling the consonant for survival verbs. For example, stop become stopped, or others in slide. So guys, regular verbs are very easy because we only need to add ed, but we also need to pay attention to spelling the rules. We move to irregular verbs in common example. Irregular verbs don't follow the ed like before. Their past forms must be memorized. Here are some of the most common ones. You can see that, like go in verb to, when, have become had, do becomes did, say becomes said, see becomes so, eat becomes ate, drink becomes drunk. And so guys, irregular verbs are different. We cannot add ed like before, so we need to memorize their past forms. We move to forming affirmative sentence. To form an affirmative sentence in the simple past, simply use the past tense form of the verb. For the form, subject plus verb or past tense. For example, I walked to the park yesterday. So we can see that past tense in that example is work. Work. You have to, like I explained before, that in work we have to adding the ed. So the second example is she ate dinner early. Ate in here in this example is the verb to. It means that past tense. And the other example, you can see that they visited Rome last summer. Visited as the past tense. And the other example. So affirmative sentence are positive sentences that tell us what happened in the past. Then we move to forming negative sentence. To form negative sentence, use the auxiliary verb did, followed by not and the base form of the main verb. For example, for the form, subject plus did not plus verb base form. So, for example, I did not walk to the park yesterday. So, in this example, you can see the form the subject is I, and then we have to put did not and then a verb. And then the second example is she did not eat dinner early. And the third example, they did not visit Rome last summer. So that's all about the example. You can see that based on the form, you can understand better when you understand about the form. You just need to remember that the form subject plus did not plus verb 1. Okay. Negative sentence, we use did not and the verb goes back to the base form. Then we move to asking questions or interrogative form. To ask a question in the simple past, start with the auxiliary verb did, followed by the subject and then the base form on the main verb. For example, you can see that the form is did plus subject plus verb, and don't forget to put the question mark. For example, did you walk the park yesterday? And then the second example is, did she eat dinner early? And you can see another example in the slide. So for information question, start with verbs who, what, where, when, why, how before did. You have to remember that all questions in the simple past tense use did, no matter who the subject is. Guys, when you to use the simple past is used in the various situations to describe completed actions or states in the past. Actions that started and finished at a specific time in the past. So this action happens once and are already finished. And then about series of actions, a sequence of past events often used in storytelling. This is usually used when we tell a story. And about historical events, facts or events that occurred in history. So we use simple past tense to talk about history. And then past habit, repeat actions in the past that no longer happen. So it means that these are habits we did before but not anymore. Past states or condition or feelings that exist in the past. So it means that this is used to describe feelings or situations in the past. So guys, this is all about simple past tense. In this lesson, we have learned the definition, formulas, and example of simple past tense. I hope this video helps you understand the material better and use it correctly in daily life. So, thank you very much for watching this learning video. See you in the next time.